Hello and welcome in our YouTube channel Metallurgical Facts. So in this video series we are doing metallurgical engineering question practice for RNL Vizag Management Training Exam 2020. Okay, so this video is basically part 16th of this video series, and this video series is very beneficial if you are looking for metallurgical engineering question practice, and you will get many important questions for RNL Vizag Management Training and also for GATE Metallurgy. Okay, so if you are preparing for GATE or for RNL Vizag Management Training, you can follow this video series. You can go through our playlist and watch all videos which I have uploaded till now. Okay, so for this video, first question is the reductant used in the extraction of magnesium from calcinated dolomite via Pidgeon process is. Okay, so this Pidgeon process is basically, I have already told you in one of the video maybe. Okay, so this Pidgeon process is basically used for the extraction of this magnesium, and in this magnesium production we use this calcinated dolomite and along with the silicon. Okay, so that silicon is basically in form of ferrosilicon. Okay, so we cannot use the silicon in pure form here. Okay, so by using the retards, these retards are basically copper nickel alloys, copper nickel steel alloys. Okay, and made of by this copper nickel steel alloys. So basically in this Pidgeon process, this is used for extraction of magnesium, and by using ferrosilicon we can reduce this calcinated dolomite. Okay, so for this question they have given option pure carbon, ferrosilicon, pure silicon, ferromanganese. Okay, so ferrosilicon is correct answer for this question, so B part is correct for this question. Okay, so in RNL exam you may get this type of question because this is a straightforward question and you need not to find by calculation. Okay, so you can remember this question, and all extractive metallurgy, whole extractive metallurgy is basically important for RNL exam. Okay, so the next question is, which one of the following relation is true for an ideal gas? Okay, so the options are Cp minus Cv is equals to R, Cp minus Cv is equals to minus R, Cv minus Cp is equals to R. So if you will look to these options, you will get confused. Okay, suppose if you don't know about this relation, so if you will move to the options, you will always do the silly mistake. Okay, so for avoiding silly mistakes, I will tell you this Cp minus Cv. Cp is basically heat capacity at constant pressure. Okay, because this is Cp, and Cv is equals to heat capacity at constant volume. Okay, so this is at constant pressure and this is at constant volume, and this R is gas constant. Okay, so how we can relate this gas constant, this Cp and Cv, that is governed by Mayer's law. Okay, so this law is also known as Mayer's law. Okay, so Mayer's law is basically relating this Cp, Cv and R. How we can relate Cp minus Cv is equals to R. Okay, so this is the Mayer's law, Mayer's formula, and this formula is basically for relating this Cp, Cv and R. So Cp minus Cv is equals to R is correct answer for this question. Okay, so A part is correct for this question. So the next question is from mechanical metallurgy part. So the question is, one of the yielding criteria for ductile material is von Mises criteria, also known as. Okay, so in this question they are asking this von Mises criteria is one of the criteria which is basically for ductile material. So what is other criteria? Other criteria is Teresca criteria. Okay, so these two criteria is used for this ductile material, for yielding criteria for ductile material. Okay, so the first one is von Mises, the second one is Teresca criteria. Okay, so the first von Mises criteria is also known as distortion energy criteria. Okay, so this criteria is also known as distortion energy criteria, and this Teresca criteria is basically known as maximum shear stress criteria. Okay, so this question is very nice and you should remember this type of question. Okay, so the von Mises is also known as von Mises criteria or distortion energy criteria, which is applicable for ductile material, yielding criteria for ductile material, and Teresca criteria is known as maximum shear stress criteria, which is for yielding criteria for ductile material. Okay, so the option for this question is, they are asking about von Mises criteria. So von Mises criteria is basically distortion energy criteria. So D part is correct here. So D part is correct answer for this question. So the next question is very basic, but you may get this type of question in RINL exam. Okay, so that's why I have taken this question. So the question is for an ideal SCP packing. So they are asking about SCP. So the ratio of C by A is okay. So one is ideal SCP. So I will write here ideal SCP. For ideal SCP, C by A ratio is 1.633. Okay, so we are talking about this C by A ratio of SCP. Okay, and for the other SCP metals like for Zn, we can talk about this Zn. So for Zn, C by A ratio is 1.856. So for zinc it is 1.856, and for cadmium it is 1.86886. Okay, so this which is basically greater than this 1.633. So this is ideal SCP, but the zinc and cadmium have also SCP structure, but they don't have C by A ratio 1.633. Okay, so the idea of that telling this is that we should know about this ideal SCP. So ideal SCP having C by A ratio is 1.633. Okay, so other metals are Mg. So for magnesium it is lesser than 1.633, so 1.623. For titanium it is about 1.587. Okay, so this chart is given in Ditter book. You may also find from I've taken these things from here there only. Okay, so for beryllium that is 1.567. Okay, so this is the chart you should remember. You need not to remember, but you should understand that for only for ideal SCP that is 1.633. C by A ratio is 1.633. That is not for all SCP metals. Okay, so this is the idea behind taking this type of question. Okay, so for this question, correct answer is C part. Okay, so C part is correct for this question. So the next question is matching type of question. So this type of questions always gives you a larger concept. Okay, so you may learn many things from matching type of questions. So one side in group one they have given some names, and at group two so they have given some processes. Okay, so now we need to match this matching type of question. We need to do this matching type of question. So I already told you, whenever you are doing matching type of question, please write down like that PQRS and don't directly jump to the options. Okay, so the question is, at at group one they have written Bayer's process, Mond's process, one alkyl iodide process, Park's process. Okay, so Bayer process is common and this is used for aluminum, you know. Okay, so this is used for aluminum, and basically you can say this Bayer process is Bayer's leaching process basically. So in that Bayer's leaching process, what we do, we digest the bauxite ore. Okay, so we can match this P by 3. So the 3 here is digestion of bauxite. Okay, so this Bayer's process is known as Bayer's leaching process, and other process in this aluminum extraction is Hall-Héroult process, and this Hall-Héroult process is basically electrolysis process. So the production of aluminum is basically combination of these two processes, Bayer's leaching process and Hall-Héroult process. I have told many times. Okay, so the Mond's process is Mond's process, in just in previous video I have discussed. Mond process is basically used for refining of nickel. Okay, so Q we can match by 3. In this Mond's process we refine the nickel and we get pure nickel by this Mond's process. Okay, so the next thing is one alkyl iodide process. So one alkyl iodide process is used for refining of reactive metals. Okay, so R we can match by 4. Okay, so the next thing is that Park's process. Okay, so Park's process is very important, and that is basically de-zinking of molten lead. Okay, and also we use for silver refining this Park's process. Okay, so this Park's process we can match by this 2, that is de-zinking of molten lead. Okay, so the code is 3142. So the options which are starting from other than 3, we can cross those options. So this B is wrong, this C is wrong. Now we will check for A option. So 3 and Q is 4, but we have Q is 1. Okay, so this is also wrong. So correct answer for this question is D part. So D is correct. So this is the way of doing matching type of question. Okay, so I hope you understood this question. Thank you guys for your attention. Hope you have learned something new in this video, and please give us valuable feedback of this video series so that we will able to add few more parts in this series before RNL exams. Okay, and subscribe our channel and press bell icon to get notifications. Thank you.